Here are the 4 signs that your relationship is doomed to fail. This is based on the research by Dr. John Gottman, who is considered the nation's #1 researcher in the area of couples and marriage. He came up with these 4 to help people understand ways they could change in order to create the closeness and intimacy they want, and to be able to predict if you were on that road to failure. So here they are. #1 is criticism. Criticism is probably self-explanatory for most of us. We understand this one. It sounds something like, you know what, you never help me out with the kids. I'm just do dinner all by myself. #2 is defensiveness, and is what's often said in response to feeling that you've been criticized, and sounds like this. You know what? You don't even care about how hard I work. You don't pay any attention. You're never grateful. You never appreciate all the things I do around this house. #3 is contempt. And contempt is criticism stepped up and made personal with some added intensity and negativity, and often is accompanied by an eye roll. So contempt can sound like this. You know what? You're just lazy and self-centered. I guess I just have to do everything by myself the rest of my life. #4 is stonewalling. And stonewalling is the building of a stone wall between you and your partner by just completely shutting down, disappearing, pulling back, not speaking up. And it's extremely painful for the partner who receives this practice. So all 4 of these, if they're present in small amounts, well, that's just normal. You know, none of us are perfect, and we can have a little bit of criticism, a little bit of defensiveness, some moments of stonewalling, and still have a good relationship. The predictor is this happening over and over and over? Is this the flavor of your relationship? I would say about 100% of the couples that I work with show up with 1 or more of these. And that's a tough tangle to get out of. So I invite you, whether you're already in a relationship maybe, or if you're even still dating, be on the lookout for these in yourself and in the people you're dating or in a relationship with. And if it starts, the scales start to get tipped, do the work to change, do the work. You can do it. I'm a recovering criticizer myself. I was highly critical in my first marriage and did a lot of damage, quite honestly, with my criticism. So I did a lot of work to heal, to show up differently in my current relationship with my soulmate, Paul. I asked him about 3 years in at one point I said I've been working really hard on not being critical, because my other mentor, Gay Hendricks, taught me to take my criticisms and simply elevate them to requests, that I probably was not asking for what I wanted. And if I could get clear what I wanted and just ask for that instead of make someone wrong, that was going to help things. Well, Paul was absolutely stunned. He said, I have absolutely no recollection of you ever criticizing me. And I almost fell off my chair. So there is hope, but we've got to do the work. We've got to realize, am I regularly critical? Is my partner regularly critical? Because these couples that I work with, they'll show up and say like, well, I say, is there a lot of criticism? Like, just the normal amount is what they'll say. But people have sometimes a high tolerance for what they think is normal. And a lot of times what is normal is not healthy. But I want you to have a healthy, thriving, juicy, wonderful relationship.